We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
What's happening? It's your old buddy Rob doing a quick impromptu live stream test. Just got a different little mixing board set up and some different stuff, a brand new app from Anthony Sanchez, which I'm going to talk about here in a minute. And I don't know if anybody will be watching this, but I see Jamie is in the chat room and she may pop in here in a minute. So there you go. Testing out everything new all at once. Why not go live and do it? Jamie was cool enough to help me test the sound earlier. So I think it's working. Hopefully it is. So on to the new app from Anthony Sanchez. I should know better than to leave my sound running on my YouTube page too. There. Now there won't be that echoey thing. Live and learn, Rob. Live and learn. All right, the new app that I'm going to be testing out right now. This is it. It's from Anthony Sanchez. There's Jamie. What's up?
What's up? What's up?
How's it? How's it?
It is going better now.
So yeah, here's the new app from Anthony. It is the Parascape series Q3 Mark II from ghosthunterapps.com. And it's running kind of low in the background right now, but just downloaded it a little while ago and set it up, and it seems to be working great. For anybody that doesn't have it yet and thinking about getting it, this one's pretty cool. From what I've heard from it so far, it's pretty cool. Power button right there, on and off. Has the EVP recorder, has a mute button, so you can, ask questions, mute it, and then unmute it. Has the recorder. Has three different kind of that Schumann resonance thing going on over here. It's got Terra, Aqua, and Ignis. I have the Terra running right now because I saw Anthony's video. If anybody hadn't checked that out about this ghost box, go check it out. It's kind of a little tutorial how to do it. I'm going to just run the ghost box and let you guys hear it. And then there's three ghost boxes over here. And I have all three of them running with just the Terra thing running, the Terra sound. It's that earth vibration kind of background thing. Over here is like the traditional Q3 meter. Turn it on and off right there. And mine is running right now, and it's saying there's 3 anomalies here in the room with me. So who knows? Maybe they'll do something weird while we're live here. It's just going to be a short one, maybe 30 minutes or something. And we'll see what happens. Yeah.
I was just getting a quick link put out for people too, in case they wanted to.
Cool.
To
yeah,
watch.
You know me. I never post anything. I just go live and hope for the best. I should probably plan things out a little better, but had a little bit of time sitting here with nothing to do before I go to work, so figured what better test out this new app and do it live.
Good times.
Test out the new app. Test out the new mixing board. New camera settings, which aren't really working. That's one thing that's failing me so far. But who knows? This new mixing board has a bunch of different crazy effects on it. That can sound all weird.
Like Stadium.
Yes. So yeah, I have the Q3 running. No, it's not hooked up to anything other than my mixing board, which has a little bit of reverb, a little bit of echo on it. And I can turn that off so anybody listening can hear exactly what it sounds like without anything hooked up to it. Which I'll do that right now, actually. This is just straight out of the app with no effect or anything on it. Now watch, it'll be quiet. Any spirits around?
With Dionysus is evident. Yahweh was a volcano.
Any spirits around that want to talk to us today? And even though I'm like pretty much over the cold thing, I still have the sniffles going on, man. Just won't leave.
Before I ended up with
So that's what it sounds like right out of the box, right out of the app. And then when I put my effects on it, gives it a little bit of that echoey sound, which I kind of dig.
I like it too.
Makes it a little more ominous.
also known as Dionysus.
I'm not a big echo person in general, but like on Spiritus, I really like their echo effect because it's a good kind of echo. If you don't catch the word the first time, you hear it like the second or third. So in that respect, I like the echo. Normally I'm a reverb kind of gal.
Yep. Looks like my camera's going to try to work. Now, maybe.
Woohoo.
At first, it was like Bright City in here.
All right, I think I'm all seated.
Just got any questions you want to ask and see if they'll answer you? There's somebody else trying to talk.
Yeah, that's what he said, huh?
I'm just gonna kind of read through.
Yeah, and the little omnibook or whatever Anthony's calling it here, it just came up with the word incubus.
An incubus.
So who knows? We're doing it here. They always get freaky on me.
Okay, how's this? Who took my sock off the other night when I was sleeping? When we came back from the fort and I woke up.
I think it just said I was there the same day.
Were you playing a game with me? Because that's impossible to happen.
Don't worry.
Were you letting me know that you were there?
The name Emily just popped up.
Before the mighty pillar.
Now the word spiders popped up.
Does anybody have any messages for Ed in chat?
What's happening, Ed? Hopefully the sound's a little better this time than the last time you were in a live stream with us.
It's going to be okay.
Some entities. What's up, Michelle? How's it going?
Did Sandra have a message for me that was being delivered? If so, I got the message.
Seems to have appropriated.
Yeah, it definitely has kind of an ominous voice to it. It's kind of creepy.
I like the ominous.
Yep. So, any spirits have any messages for Ed or Michelle or Jamie or myself?
To a single family. And of those who assemble.
Almost sounded like something just said Ed.
Yeah, like
Guys have a message for Ed?
He became involved in a prison. Use the name of Jesus. I didn't scare her.
Didn't mean to scare her.
and something about the name of Jesus, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, Ed, Michelle, if you didn't catch the very first part, I'm testing out the new Parascape Q3 Mark II from Anthony Sanchez. That's what's running right now.
What are you guys doing? Us cat people don't start out crazy. It's till after the cats.
Yep. That's what this one looks like.
Simply beautiful.
Yeah, I like the layout of this one for sure.
I saw the gift.
And the red, did they say they saw it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get mine installed today, I hope.
Yeah, this one installed, no problem. Popped right up. And seems to be running super smooth, which I'm pretty stoked on.
Always a plus. What was that? Did you hear that? Is there another girl on here?
No.
That wasn't my voice.
Oh, it wasn't?
No.
That was weird.
It sounded like a female, like a girl was about to say something.
Yeah, that was weird. I thought it was you.
Nope. Are you my voice? They're like, not when you want us to.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm testing out a new soundboard, new ghost box, new everything right now.
Somebody in chat said a girl said hello. Oh.
Yeah. I didn't quite catch all that, but I think I know what it said.
I think I caught the gist of it.
Yeah.
Just stand outside the door.
Stand outside the door. Who's standing outside the door? Somebody's standing outside Rob's door. If there's somebody standing outside Rob's door, can you give him a knock so he knows you're there?
Between 2000 and 3000. The following are
I'm not hearing the knocks, but it's not an uncommon thing.
Are you always standing outside his door? Almost like to keep him safe, but that could be wrong.
That's kind of what it sounded like. They're going to unplug you?
because with the world sacrifice may plausibly be.
Why do they want to unplug you?
Should have sent Anthony the link here in case he wanted to come on and explain a little more about this app. I always think of that after the fact.
I thought about it too, but he might be at the hospital.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I posted in the Ghost Hunter apps group.
Cool.
That's just one more.
Every single day, huh? Yeah, I'm digging this one so far.
Yeah, this is going to be. I always liked the first one, and I told Anthony, I don't know how you're going to improve like on this because I already love it. I don't know what you could do different. And he says, "You wait, you just wait. You're gonna love this."
And there is a pantheon.
Do the spirits like this one?
It's thy presence, Jeremiah.
Unto them, if they hear not Moses,
the founder of the most.
Is there anything that we should know about?
What's happening, Timekeeper? How's it going, man? Long time no see.
That's about some kind of a cosmic.
So while we're here and we're talking about weird stuff, and we have the Q3 running, can anybody tell us about any alien activity? You know, the other night when Alex was on, when he was talking about being a little kid and being out in the yard, you know, with the bright light thing, after the show was over, I was going to say something during the show, but I waited till after the show and we were talking. That same kind of thing happened to me when I was a little kid. I was in my grandmother's backyard. It was like just before dark. And, you know, I was a little overcasty, a little weird looking skies. But I was out in the backyard and I was just being a kid, just playing around. And, I got this weird feeling and I looked up, and right when I looked up, it was this insanely intense, bright flash, like just like the brightest thing you could ever imagine. And what I heard was a big boom. I thought, holy crap, I'm getting struck by lightning, you know? And I don't remember what happened after that, which is really weird. But I do remember going in later at some point and, you know, telling my grandparents and stuff, holy crap, I think I just about got struck by lightning. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, you didn't hear that big thunderclap, you know, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, no, we would have heard thunder. We haven't heard thunder. I heard it. I saw it, definitely. And as what was weird is for like probably the next year or two, there was this big like mound in the yard, like right where it happened. It was like a perfectly round. It was probably about maybe 5 feet around, and it was just a mound that like came up out of the ground. And I thought for the longest time, you know, lightning struck or something. But after hearing Alex talk the other night about, you know, thinking it may have been like aliens or something, that got me thinking. It was just really bizarre.
That's crazy. Do you still remember the spot where it was? Like,
Yeah.
you go back to see like how the trees have grown since then, what it looks like, and
it was just out in the middle of the yard, in the middle of the backyard. And that mound isn't there anymore. It was there for maybe a couple of years or so, and then it disappeared, and it's just flat ground again now. Because every time I go over there, I still like go to that spot and look, you know, and like I remember the intensity of the light and everything, but I don't have any memory of like what I did after that or I just remember like going in the house later and freaking out and telling everybody about it, and they were all looking at me like I was crazy. But I know for a fact there was a mound in the backyard after that. It wasn't there before it. It was there afterwards. And I was like asking my granddad, I'm like, what is that? Where did that come from? And he's like, oh, I don't know, you know. Moles.
Moles.
They all thought I was insane, which maybe I am. I don't know, but it was weird, and it's always like made me think, because I don't know what happened. All I know is it was like the light was so bright, it was like blindingly bright.
Especially because it's something that you still remember so vividly like that. Things that I think usually have something to it. That's our instincts, and that's us. Like, we just know when something just doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
And if you're drawn to it like that, to where you go back and you keep looking, you're going back there for a reason.
Yeah. And that's weird, is like Timekeeper says, lost of time. It's like, yeah, it's like I remember it happening initially, but then I don't remember what happened afterwards. It was like that minute or seconds or hours. I don't know. That whatever time afterwards, however long it may have been, was just like, I have completely no memory of it. You would think something like that happens, you would be like, oh shit, go take off running or whatever, I don't remember that. I just remember like coming back to reality or whatever, and just being like, what just happened, and I went in and told my grandparents about it, and they're just, like I say, they were just like, what? We didn't hear any thunder. You're crazy.
Big ass mole.
Yeah, exactly. Weird.
I like to see that thing.
Yeah. So who knows? I wondered why my butt was hurting after
that. Couldn't sit down for a week.
Exactly. Weird though. Yeah, I have no explanation for it, but I know it happened. I know that part of it. I didn't imagine it. And I didn't imagine a freaking mound in the backyard for like 2 years afterwards.
I wonder, like, like if you could get those sonar detectors, just to see, like, if in the ground, if there's any disturbance in the ground, like looking for bodies, or if there's any sorts of weird, like, soil changes right there, or even radiation, or just something in that area that's different than it used to be.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Timekeeper. Could be a hypnosis session for sure. Like for the longest time, I thought then, I was like, holy crap, I just about got hit by lightning, but if lightning hit, it wouldn't just make a mound in there, it would have like jarred something that would have like blown my shoes off or something if it was that close. Blown me up or whatever. I would have at least crapped my pants or something, but yeah, I don't think I did that. Luckily, it's like my worst fear.
That's just what you've put out of your memory, like what your memory's just forgotten.
Yeah, it's forgotten something. I want to know what it was. At least I think I want to know what it was.
I don't want to know what it was.
I'm going to share with you.
So yeah, can anybody tell me a clue of what happened? What I was just talking about? Yay? Nay? Nothing?
Coming from the root, yeah.
Sometimes I think they have to like gather the information.
Yeah, Michelle, my grandparents didn't hear. Nobody heard it. I even asked some of the neighbors like the next day. I'm like, God, did you hear that crazy thunder yesterday? And they were like, what? This is what's weird. When I was talking to Alex after the show the other night, he was saying, yeah, that's like the same age I was, and it was the same time of day. It was just right before dark.
And I was outside.
Yes, I was definitely outside.
Wow.
Was it
Yeah,
Alien?
I just.
To Detroit.
Sometimes I think when we call them aliens, that we're actually the aliens.
Maybe
Like
so.
they might call us aliens.
Attack against the officers of city. Continued.
Is that a little bit louder now? Easier to hear?
Yeah.
Sandy's think he's looking around. Interesting beach level.
So could it have been some extraterrestrial activity, or was it just some kind of static? Was it some kind of crazy lightning static thing?
He died along with.
Maybe I did get hit by lightning back then and I died, and this is all just ghost world now.
Now we're in the dimension.
Yeah.
How old were you?
I was probably 9 or 10.
See, 8 is when I saw my woman. And then 8 is when my sister's friend came to the house and saw my same woman, like the ghost thing. And like 5 is when I had my 3 alien beings that I think are with me. I really think there's a lot to do with the ages between like 4, 5, and then 6, 7, 8, until people start telling you it's in your imagination, yada, yada. But I think those times in our life are really important for that. And then when like puberty comes around, like 13-year-old boys, I know it's like 13, 14 boys will have a lot of experiences.
Yeah.
And I think that either the hormones or testosterone or whatever it is has something to do with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. I think when we're all young like that, you don't, you're open to things. You don't know exactly what's real, what's not. And then you start getting older and yeah, like you say, your parents, everybody's telling you, oh, that's not real. That's your imagination. Or that's his imaginary friend, but what if it's not?
Exactly.
I always go back to my animals, my dogs, that sometimes things will happen here and I'm like, geez, am I imagining that? And then I'll look and my dogs will be like just steady staring it down, like the same place that I just thought I saw something. So then
and they don't even have to follow your eyes. Like you can just just kind of think and not let them see, so they see you look, but you can just look and then you look and you see them looking like, yeah, they heard that, they saw that, like,
yeah,
and they're not reacting from me.
Yeah, exactly. So then my skeptical part of my brain is like, are they just screwing with me too? It's like that skeptical part of me doesn't want to believe, but then the other part of my brain is like, holy shit, did you just see that? Yes, you did. There's always that two-sided conflict going on there.
Exactly.
What's your question, Michelle? Yeah, it's like, even, Darcy will be sitting here at night and she doesn't always say stuff, but just like the other night, she was like, have you been seeing things again? And she gives me that kind of look, and I'm like, explain. And she'll be like, yeah, I'm seeing weird shadow people. Like one night we were here, and Sam, who lives here most of the time, she's got a little dog, and she wasn't here. She was gone, and she had her dog with her. And both of us, Darcy and me both, I would have put money on it that that dog ran through the living room, and both of my dogs were sitting on the couch with her, and we both saw it, and it was like the same size, and I would have put money on it, everything in my pocket, which probably wasn't much, but that, a dog ran through the living room, and we both saw it, and we were both just like, cartoon double take. I was like, did you see that? She's like, I saw exactly what I think you saw.
That's crazy.
Do I feel like I have any abilities, empathic, psychic, etc.? Yeah, I do. Sometimes. And I've been told by several people that I do. My problem is I just don't exactly know how to use them. But yeah, I think I do. I feel it sometimes. I can go in places, not all the time, because like I say, I don't know how to use those abilities properly, but I can go in places sometimes, and you just get that feeling, you just get that inner warning, or that, I don't want to say creep factor, because that's really not what it is, but it's just, you can just tell, you can feel the energy of a place. I think everybody has it.
That's the intuition that we all have, our spirit antenna.
And like, growing up, my grandmother, who was like a really religious person, and wasn't like, into ghosts and paranormal and all that kind of thing, but she could, like, I saw it time and time and time and time again, over and over. She would go sit, just get up, be watching TV, reading a book, whatever, just go get up and go sit over by the phone, and freaking 9 times out of 10 the phone would ring within like a minute of her sitting there. And it would always be like, I just felt so and so was going to call, or so and so's sick, or so and so was in a wreck, or whatever. And it would happen like time and time again.
I know every single time Jeff's about to text me, and it took a while for me to start catching on that I was doing it, but I would be doing things, and my phone, I don't always hear like alerts and all that, but I started catching myself picking up my phone and looking at it, and I don't see anything, and I set it down, and all of a sudden, bling, bling, I look, oh, there's Jeff. Okay. And then over time, I just keep doing that, and blink, blink, there's Jeff. So, now it's like I pick up the phone, he's not there, then I get the ring, I go, I knew you were about to text me.
Yep.
It's like a joke now, but I don't know how it is, but I know when he's going to call.
Yeah. We were adapted.
And they can use his voice. They can mimic his voice. I have it on record when we were at the train house, and he was in the back, and it's one of those times that if I wouldn't have marked it when it happened, saying, oh, Jeff, that's your voice that just came out of the thing, and I was like joking, like, oh, are you trying to be Jeff? And then they made a joke in Jeff's dad's voice, who's still alive, and I'm like, oh, no, you guys are trying to be silly. Well, listening back, I went to mark that's Jeff in the back because I thought it was him, like, and then I hear myself mark the spot about, him coming through. I would have sworn it was him if I wouldn't have said that when I said it.
Yeah.
And there's times on the phone, things happen and it will be in his voice.
Yep. Yeah, it was just like the night I was on with Perry, and he found that little clip out of there when we were live, and he sent it to me. Didn't say anything, he was like, hey, check this out. I can't remember exactly what it said, but I listened to it and I was like, I'm thinking to myself, that sounds like me. And Sam was here and I played it for her. Or no, I texted it to her. That's right. She was in Jacksonville. I texted it to her and she texted me back. She's like, whose voice is that? And I'm like, I don't know. And she's like, no, that's your voice. Weird.
And I've had it with Perry too, where he would be, I'd be talking to him and his mouth wouldn't be moving, but I would hear Perry, blah, 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 but his mouth wasn't moving.
Yeah.
And then I would hear my voice come out. There was one day where both of it came out and I would start to talk, but then I heard my voice talking over me. So I stopped real fast. I'm like, because I don't want people thinking I'm talking. Like, I hear my voice, but that's not me talking.
Yeah. 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 Like
But that's the stuff that trips me out, the phone call stuff.
Yeah. Sean says he had a session using the SCD1 before he got the portal and had a voice come through in his own voice saying that it's Sean. Yeah. Yeah.
Sean, who? I'm outside right now. I can't see
Sean
chat.
He's in the.
Oh, hey, Sean.
Yeah. Yeah. The whole actual weird phone call thing is always freaked me out, you know, like when that clip that Keith and Carissa put up, you know, from the store out there that they go to when they got the weird phone call message, you know, on the message machine that doesn't show up, but there's a message there.
I actually thought Jeff got into a car accident and I had a nervous breakdown one day. You could hear it happening. You could hear it was when he was switching his headset over from Bluetooth to whatever. You could hear this clicking. And then all of a sudden his voice was weird and you could hear the car sliding into the back of what sounded like a flatbed. And I'm like, Jeff. And then you hear it stop and you hear the airbag blow up and the head hit and the sound of, you know, the air coming out. And he goes, hello? And I said, Jeff, are you okay? And he's like, hello? I said, Jeff, where are you? Do you need me to call the police or can you call the police? And he goes, why? And I said, weren't you just in an accident? And he goes, no. And I said, are you okay? Because I heard what I heard and I thought he, you know, had a head problem. And he's like, no, I don't, you know, I wasn't in an accident. So it was very, very traumatizing for me. I started to actually really freak out and cry. I had to get off the phone with him so I didn't scare him while he was driving.
Yeah, really.
But they literally made me hear, because I have, you know, PSTD over the car accidents and things like that. And what they made me hear was terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, that is freaky.
I lost my camera because I ran out of battery.
Yeah, Sean says, hey. Michelle says she had the same thing happen to her in one of Perry's older videos. She heard Michelle Martinez in her own voice, and that was before she even knew Perry. Exactly. It's weird.
Really?
It's weird stuff. No way to explain it other than it's just weird stuff that happens, and it definitely happens.
Let's see if it's back or not.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and I don't tell too many people about that. Like I told my mom, and there was like another thing that was just crazy like that. And like I told my mom, and she was like, you know, I wouldn't be telling too many people about all that.
People gonna think you're crazy.
Probably won't be. Yeah, they're coming to take me away, haha.
You'll end up in that. Looney Bin.
Where I can hug myself all day and squeeze myself all day and love myself all day.
Hug him and squeeze him and pet him.
I thought I heard him say psych ward, but that was my imagination.
Maybe we all are in the psych ward and we're just imagining all this.
I think we are in another dimension already. We are. This is all an illusion. Life is just an illusion.
And he's
So, is there any messages for anybody here? Jamie or me or anybody in the chat room?
How come we've been seeing so many more alien sightings lately? More UFO sightings. Are you coming down to check things out for a reason?
That was weird sounding.
Do you guys come down to mine materials for your spaceships over certain like desert areas? I noticed some of that metal to me looks almost like a silver aluminum, almost like a peacock ore.
Yeah.
Because it's got like that pink and purple colors, but it's like blended into like that silvery aluminum, almost like it could be used as a reflective property, like what we try to replicate, to wrap our ships up in, up in space. But it looks like it's a mineral that they've put together for that purpose. And I started wondering, like, in certain areas, and they're there for a minute and they're gone, could they be mining the materials they need for like these spacecrafts?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm so fascinated by that metal that they're finding.
Yeah.
Female persona.
Female persona.
Who was the woman's voice that said hello?
Night fire and sun god.
Houses, people's residence.
Are you happy with us? And if anybody's interested in getting this new software, it is the Q3 Parascape. That is what it is, right? Parascape?
Yep.
From Ghost Hunter Apps, you can go to ghosthunteraapps.com and pick up your copy there. And this is definitely one that you're going to want.
Yeah, I've been pretty stoked.
The first one was definitely excellent, and he managed to go make something already incredibly cool even better.
Yeah, right now, again, like I was saying earlier, I have this the Terra kind of background sound going, and I have all 3 of the ghost boxes running. That's the Aqua background sound, which is this one right here. And then this is the last one that's running right here. Ignis. Just kind of sounds like a fire burning.
Oh, yeah.
Rejoice, you can say it.
Yeah, I like this Terra one. Has that kind of earth vibration sound in the background.
Yeah, I like the earth. Moose is hanging out. Hi.
Yeah, this is definitely a cool one, Sean. I like the way it looks too. Just got a cool. I like the layout of it. Everything's nice, easy to use, easy to find.
First 27 says, then.
Oh, I see Martin's here.
Ah, yeah. So, any last messages before we check out of here?
Submit yourselves therefore to God, that we are helping.
If that was really Satan,
That was really Satan.
I've 23 and it.
We're seeking.
started experiment.
Yeah, we're doing
Experiment.
Later date in Palestine.
And the
Any more messages about aliens?
the one God in heaven and this.
and glow flaming fire.
You're gonna get smoked out there, Moose.
Yeah, something about fire.
They just said something about fire?
Yeah.
I was just lighting something with fire, but I don't know.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go get ready to go to work. So.
Lord flashes forth of fire.
Something about fire again. Don't need any fires here.
Says, how art thou?
Well, thank you for this afternoon Ghost Box session break in the day.
Yeah.
Text, go ahead, please.
Figure I had a little bit of time and a new app, some new hard.
Yeah.
I'll test it out. Maybe I can start doing the Weird Wednesdays again or something.
I was just going to say that the Weird Wednesdays again, and as Wednesdays are the days I have my appointments. Every other Wednesday, every 2 Wednesdays I have to go. But the Wednesdays I don't have to go, I can definitely pop in.
It doesn't have to be Wednesday. It could be any day. Well, cool.
But we should have a midweek thing again.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, get it going again. Like anybody else, Martin, Sean, Michelle, anybody else wants to pop in, we can have a paranormal hangout.
Yeah. Do the live I2C experiments and then the weekend night ones and everything, but sometimes it's fun just to have like a midweek chill.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks everybody for that stopped in with the no notice. That's my style. Just throw it up there and see what happens.
And see what sticks.
Cool. We will catch you all next time. See if my little intro thing works again.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
All right. We'll see you next time.